So this is my new project. It's a 8x6 premium pent shed, which I got from Shed City. So we've got the base, they put it all together and everything. So it's going to be transformed. So this is going to be my storage for all my camping and walking gear, and also a mini studio. I'm going to film reviews and do editing and stuff. So yeah, it's not going to stay brown. The first job is I'm going to insulate all the inside. So I've got some bubble wrap insulation, and then I'm going to put some boarding over the top, and then we'll go from there. So this is the insulation I'm going to use, Thermalwrap, and I got this from Homebase, and I think it was £22 for a 7 metre by 1 metre. Roll. So we're going to make a start on doing the insulation. Okay, so I've done all the insulation, including the ceiling. I haven't done too bad a job, I don't think. So I used 4 rolls of insulation. I used one roll that was 1000 millimetres by 7 metres and 3 that were 600 millimetres by 7 metres, and it was just enough. So I managed to do it using any offcuts, just patched up bits, but yeah, I just had enough. So these diagonal bits are quite difficult to do, but once I cut it off I was able to use the opposite bit and the opposite bit, so it worked out okay. Not too bad for a first attempt. So the next job is to put board in, and I'm going to board the floor as well. It's a bit bouncy. So. Right, so the next job is to do the floor. So we've been up to Wickes and we've bought some foam flooring. So I'm going to put that over this floor and then put this boarding over the top, so it's MDF boarding. 9mm thick, so I'm going to put the underlay down and then put this on top just to give the floor a bit more support so it's not quite so bouncy and hard, especially where the desk and chair is going to be. So that is the next job. Right, so that's my floorboarding down on top of my underlay. So I've screwed it down. Yeah, I know the back 2 boards are a different colour. That's what happens when you go and buy the first 4 first. Realise you need 2 more. I'm sent alone and unsupervised, and I bring home plywood instead of MDF. It was the same measurements, the same thickness, the same price, just the wrong wood, but it doesn't matter. This piece here had to sand down because you can see there's a bit of a gap, which I'm not overly happy about, but yeah, it turns out the base of the shed isn't perfectly square. So yeah, but this is now going to be, well, the next job for the flooring is I'm going to paint it black, and it's going to have a rug on top of it in this corner here, because this is where a desk and a chair is going to be, and I'm going to paint the rest of it black, so hopefully you might not see those gaps. But the next job for the shed is to put boarding around the walls and on the ceiling. So I'm going to use 2 thicknesses. So for this side wall here and this panel here, I'm going to use thinner boarding. I'm going to put some batons in as well, just to give it a bit of support. So that's going to be thinner boarding. Going to be thinner boarding on the ceiling, and then this back wall and this side wall is going to have thicker boarding, battens as well. It's going to have thicker boarding because there's going to be shelves going on that. So just want a bit of support for the shelves, and it's probably going to be thinner boarding for this front panel here as well. So yeah, that's the next job, is boarding the walls and the ceiling, and then it's pretty much shelves and decorative stuff. Oh, I've ordered an electric socket as well, which is probably going to go either in this corner or this side here, or maybe down in that corner by the desk. So it's an encased waterproof electric socket. I'm going to drill a hole in the shed. I'm going to have the cable in running along the garden and through a hole in the wall in the house to a socket in the house. So that will just help. So I'll be able to have chargers and maybe a kettle. Who knows? But yeah, it's coming on slowly, but I'm happy with it so far.